True tall tales, adventure never fails. So one weekend, I was up in my treehouse and I was doing a little sleepover, and I had my sleeping bag up there, and it was nighttime. And I love being up in my treehouse because I could just see just the open sky, and I could see all the stars, and I could see the moon, and it was clear and beautiful, not a cloud in sight. And I was laying there, just with my hands behind my head, just staring up, just dazing off. And then all of a sudden, I saw a big streak of light, and went shoo, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's a comet!" And I watched it, and then it fell just over the tree line, like just past my house. And I said, "Oh my gosh, a comet just fell to Earth. I gotta go check this thing out." So I got on my sleeping bag and I got down the tree and I ran off, and then I went to go find it, and I was looking through all the trees and stuff like that, and I kind of knew the general area that it was, so I was headed in that area, and I said, "Well, I should probably be able to find this." And eventually I find it. I come to this little clearing, and there is this comet. It was like basically about the size of a basketball, and it was kind of smoldering, and it had made this big dent in the ground around it. And I went up to it, and I wasn't going to touch it because comet just came from space, so it's probably pretty hot because it was just on fire. So I'm just looking at it, I'm going, ooh. And then next to me, I hear this little pitter patter, little pat pat pat, and then I hear, "Oh no!" And I looked down, and there was a rabbit standing there next to me. And I said, "Oh, wow, isn't this crazy? There's a comet just fell." And he said, "Yeah, but it fell right onto my carrot patch." And I said, "Your carrot patch?" He said, "Yeah, that was the food I was making for the winter. 'Cause, carrots, it's real hard for them to grow in the winter when it's cold." And I said, "Oh, no, that's terrible." And sure enough, I looked down, and I could see just all these just broken up pieces of carrots and stuff like that. I said, "Oh, no, 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 that's terrible, that's terrible." And then I said, well, maybe some of them are okay. I was like, "Let me help you look for them." And he just had a sad look on his face and said, "Okay." And so we're going around, we're looking at the carrots, but no, sure enough, all of them are kind of broken up, and they're all like in little pieces and snapped and cracked, and there was pretty much the whole area. And I said, "Oh, this is terrible." And I was like, well, maybe underneath the comet, maybe some of them made it." And he said, "Oh, I don't think so." And I was like, I'm gonna check." So I go up to the comet, and I kind of, I touch it really softly. I kind of touch it like really quick, bah, bah, with my hand. And it wasn't hot at all. It cooled off. So I was like, okay. So I grabbed the comet, and I picked it up, and I looked, and there was 2 carrots under there, 2 carrots. And I said, "Hey, well, look at this. You got 2 carrots. That's something." It says, "2 carrots. Those aren't gonna last the whole winter." And I said, "Yeah, you're right. That's terrible." And then all of a sudden, the carrots that were there started shaking, and they were kind of, and then bloop bloop, they grew like super big, like real big, like they were like 4 feet big. These 2 giant carrots were now sitting there, and I said, "Oh my goodness, look at this! They grew." And I said, "There you go. There's some carrots right there." And he says, "Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's amazing. Those carrots are giant. I've never seen carrots that big." I said, if the only 2 carrots that got gigantic were right under the meteor," I said, "I got an idea." So I took the meteor, and I went around, and I started rubbing all the carrots, all the carrots all around. I just started rubbing them against the comet, and sure enough, they started growing. They're bloop 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 bloop, just into these big giant carrots, big 4-foot carrots. And I was like, "Wow, look at this." I was like, "You got so many carrots here, such big carrots." And he said, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I'm gonna eat for 10 years with all of these." And I said, "Hey, you know what? Even better yet, why don't you go around and give some of these carrots to other rabbits?" And he said, "Oh, geez, that'd be fantastic. Everyone would be so happy. They wouldn't have to be working so hard. They could just have these giant carrots." And I said, "Wow, yeah, this comet's pretty cool. I think maybe you should keep it. And then, when next winter rolls around, and if you don't have, as many carrots as you want, then you could take it and you could just rub it on the carrots and get some more big carrots." And he said, "Really? You just give me the comet like that?" I said, "Yeah, of course. This would be perfect for you." So I left him with the comet, and I told him to have a good night. And that rabbit, he became very popular in that forest. Very, very popular. He's a popular rabbit. Most popular rabbit in the whole forest.